Alright, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Minecraft Modded Let's Play. If you haven't realized already, you'll notice now that this commentary is recorded after the fact. I did I think it was about a 47-minute live stream before realizing that my microphone was off and I was talking to nothing. Yeah, so, I don't know what to say about that. So, we're just gonna watch this together, and I'm gonna speak, and you're gonna hear that. So it's gonna be like a party without I don't know what I'm saying. But you can see that we're harvesting the sugarcane, and we're actually planting a little bit more, because why not? We might as well. We've got enough of it now that we don't really need to worry, but we are planting a little bit more so we can basically get a bit more for each harvest. And we can see here that the farm is nearly done, or it's nearly fully grown, and we're just gonna, nope, that doesn't go in there. But yeah, so we're gonna take some seeds and we're going to head over to the chicken coop. We're going to put those in our hotbar. And yeah, that chicken escaped. You've lost your living privileges. And yeah, so we're going to head around the cow farm here and breed all these chickens. So there we go. And we're going to have to head in here to get the ones at the back that don't seem to be interested. In the meanwhile, we're going to be collecting all the eggs too, and we better close that up before the chickens escape. But there we go, and that one's being annoying, so we're going to come through here and try and push him back, because we don't want chickens in the cow farm, because that would just be weird. So yeah, there we go. And yeah. So, I can't actually remember whether I streamed this yesterday or the day before. I'm just bumped the mic. Very professional. You can see that even when I'm not live streaming, I'm still very professional at what I do here. But yeah, I can't actually remember when I streamed this, and I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I had a plan, but yeah. So, it looks like that we're clearing out this chest a bit. I actually really cannot remember what we did. And yeah, I'm getting pretty thirsty. This post commentary is actually quite strenuous on the voice, so I'm going to take a drink here for all your listening glory. There we go. It seems here that we're going back to the house. I'm assuming to drop all of our stuff off, and we're going to have a bit of a bite to eat there. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, so we're just going to drop all our stuff off here, all the wood, all the cobble, all the other stone blocks, which we're getting quite a few of if you haven't noticed. Some dirt too, a bit more wood stuffs, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. And yeah, bit of food as well. We're getting quite a bit of food. And just our random items, which include a heap of sugarcane. The glowstone goes in the valuables chest, and we got so much of that in the last live stream. We only mined one vein, but we got nearly 9 stacks. That was ridiculous. For your reference, that video where we mined that came out last night, and I watched it this morning. So, yeah. Should let you know how far ahead these videos are done. I'm doing a few more ahead this time than I normally would, because I'm going away for 5 days. I'm currently about 45 minutes south of Perth, Australia, and we're heading about 4 or so hours further south. It's basically on the south coast of Australia. Oh, bumped the mic again. For a fishing weekend. Oh, well, it's 5 days, but you get the idea. So the goal is to have videos for that whole time so we can still have the daily uploads. And yeah, And this is when I realized we had cows close to home. There's quite a few around, and we didn't have to travel, I think it was 400 blocks, or might have been more, through water to get the cows. And I can remember myself saying right here in the live stream, well, not in the live stream, I was talking to myself, that how pissed off I was that I didn't realize. And those cows are probably going to die someday pretty soon. Although it's just had a thought in my head that I could probably attract them over to the farm and just get a few more cows in there. It's probably the more sane thing to do. It would allow us to basically breed the cow, get more cows more quickly because we'd have more to breed. And we're heading over, I keep calling this the blacksmith, but it's really just our smelter out in a random field. We've really got to build a blacksmith around this. We're probably going to do that in an episode, or in a live stream I should say, coming up. I did have a design in mind, but I never went ahead with it because it didn't really fit the area. So, it looks like here we're going to be making a new sword, and I was reading this out to the people watching. But yeah, we're going to be making a new sword, and you'll see that I grabbed the obsidian and the paper, and I realized later that I didn't need the paper because what we use the paper for is the bindings, and yeah, we're not going to be making a binding with a sword, so the paper was useless. I also grabbed the flint too, just in case, but flint is basically the same as stone. So yeah, you can see here we're making the stencils for the items that we need. And I realized about here that we didn't bring any cobblestone with us, so I head down into this little cave here and just mine up a few pieces. And yeah, we head back to the, what is it? This one, the part crafter. We make the templates for them. There we go. And then you'll see we put the templates into the casting table and fill it with gold so we can get the actual casts. Yeah. And you'll see that we accidentally made a blank cast, and I don't think we can resmelt them back down, so I don't know what we're going to do with that. Just taking another drink there. Yeah, you'll see we can't actually smelt it down, but we can smelt down the stone pieces there, so I don't know what's with that. And you'll see we still can't sleep. It's getting pretty dark, and we still can't sleep. But yeah. If you've made it this far into the episode, make sure you share this series with your friends because we want to gain more traction so we can get more videos out. I'd like this series to see at least 50 episodes. This is episode 43, if I'm correct, so we're not far off. But yeah, you'll see we're smelting some obsidian now, which should give you a hint to what we're making the sword out of. If you guys didn't guess stone, I'm just kidding, it's obsidian. Yeah, making it out of obsidian because I think it's the third strongest off memory. I think the 2 nether ores top it. Oh, I keep bumping this mic. You'd think if my hands weren't under it, I wouldn't bump it, but you were wrong. Maybe Prismarine's above it too. I'm just having a look here. Oh no, Prismarine doesn't look to be above it. Of obsidian, that is. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. We're just looking through here to see the stats of obsidian. Compare, and we're comparing it to other stuff. I think iron and a bunch of other things. But yeah, I'm going to take another drink because my voice is hurting really bad. And now I'm officially out of water. So we're going to have to survive the next 5 minutes or so dry, which, you know, it's not going to go well, I think. Yeah, we're checking out flint as well, I think there. I didn't really have a look. And this pig iron, I don't know what that is and I don't know how to get it, but looks alright. I also found out that There's hammers in this book, but you can't get them in Tinker's Construct. At least the Tinker's Construct that I've got, and I don't know why. So if someone knows how to fix that, that's definitely going to be changed. Well, if I find out how to fix it in the next update of the mod pack, which is 1.0.4. 10.4. What am I thinking? No, it's 1.0.4, which will, I don't know when it will be coming out, probably along with the release of the aquatic update. But we'll see. Basically it'll come out when, if it's when the aquatic update comes out, it'll be when all the mods have been updated, or it'll be when I've done everything I really can with these mods and I need more to keep me occupied. So you can see here we're actually finally getting to the making the obsidian parts for our pickaxe and stuff like that. So yeah, and I'm just gonna see where we are in the actual timeline here. We're getting close to the end. Not gonna lie, we're getting close. So I'm gonna shrink this down a bit here. There we go. Yeah. So you see that we're finally making our sword. And did that just say it doesn't taste as good as it sounds for Duratite? That's pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, it's pretty interesting. It doesn't exactly taste that great, so, or it doesn't sound that great. I've not eaten it. I don't know what I'm saying. You'd think if I wasn't streaming I'd be better at speaking, but apparently not. And there we go. We made our obsidian sword. And we can see that it is pretty useless at the moment. It's got a good attack speed, or attack damage I could say, but it's not that much greater than iron. I think it was 2 things. And you'll see the durability isn't that great either, only 116. And we don't use iron to repair it, and I couldn't really figure out what we use to repair it, because you can see here that we can't make obsidian ingots. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So then we look at the mending moss, which is made with 3 mossy stone blocks, either cobblestone or stone brick, which can actually be made in this version. You combine vines with either cobblestone or stone brick. And then you've got to right click it on a bookshelf, and it takes 10 levels to make the mending moss. So it's reasonably expensive, but it is a good modifier to have on your tools, because basically whenever you're in a lit up area, it mends your tools. So it's a lot like mending, but it doesn't take XP. So it's pretty good. And that was me comparing the 2 swords there. You can see it's about the same as iron at its base sort of spec there. So yeah, don't really know what to say about that. But we're getting our moss stone here to make our mending moss. And you see now we've got the bowl of moss. You see now we've got to right click it on a bookshelf and it consumes 10 levels, but it makes the mending moss, as I stated previously. And I was looking in here to see if we had a bookshelf on us, but we didn't. But you'll also see that I took a diamond there. That was to put 500 extra hit points on it. And that's because I think it was 117 isn't really that much. We're also looking here at what other modifiers we can put on it. And if I'm being honest, we probably should have... oh, bumped the mic. My bad. We probably should have put... I think it's an emerald. So we could get more modifiers, because 3 isn't really that many. So that's something for future reference. But yeah, not much I can really say about that. You see we're reading through the book here, and it's saying... You can see the hammers in the item slots. But as I said before, there are no hammers in this current version of the mod pack, which would be really good because they mine a 3x3 area at once, which is something that would be really handy. But nevertheless, we don't have them. And I was looking into soil for some reason there. I can't really remember why, but yeah, it must have been in the book. But yeah. So, there's one of those cows again, and yeah, they're probably gonna die in a future live stream. Yeah, so you'll see that we're heading down into the mine shaft, and we're probably gonna... Oh, we're heading down into the skeleton spawner, but we're probably gonna leave it there for today. So thank you for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.